necessary in order to learn the lesson that is being taught.
Because the truth is, you don't save them from that pain. You don't spare them from that pain. You prolong it. And you take away the skills that are necessary to grow. And so when they finally do come face to face with a failure, because it happens to everybody, it's a part of life, they will not have the skills to cope with it. And that's how you end up with so many, great people doing crazy shit, because they don't know how to cope with what's happening.
And what is prolonged pain? I think the word for that is torture. Is there a different word?
Not that I can think of right now.
So
that one hurt, but that was true.
Yeah. So as painful as it is, we think we're saving people from the pain that they're going through, and instead we're just prolonging it, which means we are helping to torture them, or helping them learn to torture themselves.
Yep.
By holding on to that pain and just sitting and wallowing in that pain, instead of being able to grieve the loss and move on from that pain. Wow, that's heartbreaking.
So many situations are coming to mind.
You want to tell us about any of them?
Yeah, so I'm thinking about Eric. And when he was in high school, he was a wrestler, and he was quite good at it. He was naturally adept at it.
Yep.
He had never really played sports. In fact, I remember when I met him, he was 9, and I started parenting him by the time he was 10. And I remember talking to his grandparents about the fact that I wanted to get him involved in a group sport. First off, he was athletically inclined, naturally, but also there were lessons I felt like kids needed to learn, and so I wanted to get him started. And they told me, oh no, he doesn't do group sports. And I thought, huh? So he gets into high school, and he's wrestling, and he's quite good at it. And he loses his first match.
Wow.
He won a couple, and he was, raring to go. And these tournaments that you go to are all day long. You're there at like 7 in the morning for weigh-in, and you're there easily till 10 o'clock at night.
Wow.
And it was a great program, best in the area. Parents were expected to be there. Like, we all had to do shifts. We all had to be there. Anyway, he loses his first match. And instead of shaking the guy's hand that he was wrestling and being cordial, he stomped off, grabbed his stuff, walked outside, started throwing stuff, started hitting stuff. As the mom, I was like, oh, no, we're not doing this. This is not how we handle loss. This is not good either.
Okay.
It is. We had a talk, and I explained this is not acceptable behavior. Yes, it feels terrible to lose, no question. But let's take a look at what happened. Let's go back and review what happened. And let's think about, what did I do that was good? What could I improve on? And what will I do different next time? And congratulating your opponent, because they were the better wrestler in that moment. Were there any tips you could have picked up from this person you wrestled? Like, what did they do that was good that you could maybe use? Learning from the situation. And I just reminded him, this is not acceptable behavior. We do not do this. Now, you can feel bad, you can be upset, but you can't break things, you can't throw things, and we will not be throwing a tantrum after this.
So your emotions are valid.
Yes.
But your actions are not acceptable.
Yeah, not appropriate.
I approve of who you are.
Yes.
And you are allowed to have your emotions,
Yes.
but I cannot approve of what you're doing.
Yes.
All right.
Exactly. From then on out, he did do that. He would always shake the hand of his opponent, look them dead in the eye, and then he would talk to somebody after his match about what happened. Didn't have to be me. In fact, better it would not be me. I don't know anything about wrestling.
Sure.
And he became a star wrestler. He was the up-and-coming kid.